Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, you are going to watch me create a whole brand from scratch. Now this is a brand that I've been wanting to do forever, so what a great chance to do it. So if you are new to my channel, then hello, my name is Abby and I am a freelance graphic designer with over 5 years in the industry. So I create memorable branding for businesses and really make brands stand out from their competitors. So enough about me, let's get on to the juicy stuff. So we are branding a swimwear company today. Now I have never actually branded a swimwear company, so this will be very interesting. I sort of have a vision of how I want it to look, and of course I want it to be different than the norm, so let's see if I can actually do that. So first things first is coming up with a company name, because obviously I don't have a client and they don't have a name, so it got me thinking. And I don't know if anyone remembers this, but there was a Vine that was like, let me be more Pacific, and obviously it's meant to be specific, but they say the word Pacific and it's turned into a Vine, and it's honestly, I use that every single day. So I was thinking for the name of the business to be more Pacific, just because it's quite funny. If people get the reference, it's quite cool, and it's to do with the ocean, and obviously it is a swimwear company, so I thought the name would fit very nicely, so I'm gonna go along with that name. And then the next stage that I normally do is I would get a client to do a Pinterest board, so I have done this myself. So I found some images that I really like, which I will show you. So on the Pinterest board, we have got some really nice imagery, some really nice blues, purples, blacks. I'm not sure what kind of color I want to go for, but I think as soon as the branding and logo is done, I will sort of know. Got some really nice imagery. I like the purple image with the black. It just reminds me of the sea, and I think the really nice curvature on the typography will work really nicely. So I'm feeling going along those sorts of lines. So next stage is to do a mood board. So normally once I've got a Pinterest board, I will just curate some images in Illustrator and create a mood board, so I get a slimmed down version of my Pinterest board and try and go down that vision. So let's go and do my mood board. Okay, so mood board is done, and I'm always gonna have that within Adobe Illustrator, so when I'm working on my files, it's just accessible for me, so I don't forget what sort of vision I'm going for and route I wanna go down. So now I am gonna get straight into it and try and figure out a logo for this brand. So let's go for it. Let's find a piece of typography that I want to work with. So obviously it is called More Pacific, so I'm just gonna write that out. So with the typography, like I said, I really like this purple image, so I think I'm gonna find a really nice serif font and just try and manipulate it within Adobe Illustrator, creating some really nice wavy feel to it to make it associate it with the swimwear company. So let's try and find a font that will go with this. So I found lots of different fonts, which always makes it hard for me to actually pick which route I want to go down. But I'm just going to go through these and choose my favorites and eliminate the ones that I really don't like. So let's start. So the first one, I like that, I'm going to keep that. Second one, I really love the A on this. It definitely just gives me like that wavy sort of feel I was going for without even manipulating the text so far, so I like that one. This one I'm not keen on anymore, so that is going. I feel like this one is just a little too bold for what I want, even though it has really nice curvature on it. I think it's just a little too retro for what I want, so it is gone. This one, oh, I really like that. I think I'm gonna keep that. This is gonna be so hard. Okay, this one, why am I attracted to all of these fonts? Oh God, this is actually hard. Okay, this one is going. I'm not keen on that. Oh, I really like this one as well. Okay, so at the moment, I have 5 fonts. This is gonna be hard. Everyone meet my dog. She has just rudely interrupted me, but she wanted to come say hey, so say hey. Help me choose a font. Which font is your favorite? Ready, go. No, she doesn't know. Right, let's finalize these fonts. I'm gonna try and get it down to 2. So this top one, I think I'm gonna eliminate. Oh, it's so hard to actually choose. Right, this one, I'm not keen on the C's, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. Okay, we're down to 3, which is better than 5. So the one that, okay, I'm gonna eliminate this one, I think. Yeah, okay, right. We have 2 left now, and they are 2 completely different typefaces, and I really don't know which one I wanna go for. I love the A on this, but then I feel like this one just stands out and looks good. So maybe what I'll do is manipulate both of these and see which one actually looks the best. Okay, so I've had a little play around and I do think I'm swaying more towards the top one now. Just gives me more of a wavy, sort of fun feel to the brand. So I think I'm just gonna go and continue playing around with this one. We're gonna get rid of this one. I'm gonna put it to the side so it's still there in case I wanna go back to it. But I feel like I'm gonna go in this direction, manipulate it a little more and see if I can get it to the stage that I want it to be. Okay, so that is the logo complete. I am obsessed with this. I feel like I got carried away with manipulating it, but I took it back a notch and got it to something that I literally adore now. The curvature in the typography just looks like the waves, and it was the sort of feel I was going for. So yeah, now we're gonna try and find some really nice colors for it. I'm really not sure which direction I want to take it down, whether it's the blues to go with like the swimwear, the Pacific Ocean, or if I just want to completely go away from the norm and go for like a pinky bluey sort of color. That one is the most striking to me at the moment, but I'm going to continue exploring these colors to see which ones fit perfectly with the branding. So I've eliminated the brown colours because I really wasn't feeling that. I thought a nice like sandy colour would work, but it just didn't fit in with what I wanted. Now I am so torn between these 2 colours. I really love the bolder colours because normally I do go for like really bold colours and out there colours, and it is completely different to what I've seen in a swimwear company. The swimwear companies that I think of are like quite luxury, quite nice typefaces, really elegant, but this is definitely a completely different vibe for a swimwear company, and I just don't know which direction I want to go down. And this is the decision that we have to make as designers, which one is strategically going to work. And I really love the light blue against the dark blue, but then I really love this pink and blue sort of colour. It's definitely feminine, and that's the sort of target audience I want to go for. So maybe I do choose the pink and blue, but then I do love this one. I don't know. Let me know in the comments which colours you prefer and which one you would take in the direction. I don't know, maybe I'm just gonna sit here and stare at it and see which one I like more, or maybe I'll create some more logo marks and see if one of them takes my fancy. So I'm just playing around with the logo marks, and I literally love this stamp logo that is in the shape of a circle. So when you come up with the logo marks, it's always good that you have different variations of your logo, some in a landscape, some portrait, some circular, just so your client can have the ability to use the logo in any situation. So I'm just playing around with the logo marks, and I've come up with like an icon logo, the submark logo, and maybe I'll come up with a landscape logo as well. So I'm going to continue playing around with this. It is a process and I'm really liking it. Really not sure on the colours at the moment as well. I'll see once I finish the logo marks, and then I'll pick a colour and then continue with the branding. I'm thinking of maybe doing like some illustrations of some like swimwear models or something, and just having a play and having some fun with it. Okay, so I've been playing around and I think I'm gonna go in the direction of the pink and blue. It really does just stand out to me, and I'm just getting a really clear vibe from this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the pink and the blue. It's just the bold colors, I think, that stands out for me. I've always been attracted to really bold colors. I'm really vibing with this whole sort of vibe. And then I'm gonna go and find some swimwear models. So I like to use Unsplash and Pexels when finding some imagery. I feel like when you use imagery within branding projects, it really does just bring the brand to life, just like Mockups does. It really does just adds another element into your branding. So if you aren't using imagery within your branding projects and sending them to your clients, make sure you do that. Pexels and Unsplash are commercial free, so you can use them within any branding projects. You have the license to do so from the amazing photographers on there. So I'm gonna go and find some and watch the brand come to life. Just take a second to appreciate these illustrations. I'm so glad I went for the pink and blue colors, because damn, they look so good. I'm literally obsessed with them. I think it was like a really nice idea to bring that sort of illustration into this branding. I've never really seen that done within a swimwear brand. Normally it's just like the use of photography, but I feel like adding in really nice illustrations of different swimwear models works a treat. So I'm going to continue working on this pattern now. I feel like this would be really nice for the packaging. So say you get your piece of swimwear in the post, the packaging can be these illustrations with some of the logo marks within it, and I can't wait to finish it. I'm getting so excited just seeing all the visuals come to life. My favorite thing I would say is actually creating like brand patterns and the packaging. Once I've done the branding, it just really adds that extra thing into the brand. And like I've said before, having just a logo, it just does not quite cut it anymore. It really does just come to life with other bits, and using brand patterns, using logo marks really does just add in a lot more for your logo and your brand. So if you have a logo without any of these assets, I really recommend hiring a designer to do this and really bring everything to life. So I'm going to continue doing this, and hopefully I can show you the finished product. I've just made that pattern, and oh my god, is anyone else vibing with this as much as me? How insane does that look just as a pattern? And I can definitely see that within like packaging and stationery, and the logo marks look so good against the illustrations, and I'm just a little bit impressed with myself, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I've managed to create this, but it's happened somehow and we've got there. I'm just so glad I went down the route of going for the pink and the blue and not the darker shades, because I don't feel like it would have popped as much and made such a statement. So I'm just so happy I did that. I'm really excited to get the packaging done and create some really nice little thank you notes for it. I have so many ideas in my head, and I feel like once I get the branding correct, it's just like so easy to do everything else. My next thing to do is the packaging, and I have got a mock-up from No Issue. So I am a No Issue creative, so I'm part of their community, and if you are part of their community, it means you get offered some free mock-ups, and some of their mock-ups are insane. So they actually print packaging, stickers, the whole lot, and for creatives it's amazing because you can actually see a mock-up of it before it gets sent to print. So I love using their stuff, and a lot of my clients use them for printing too, so it's a wonderful company to work with. So I'm gonna mock this up and see everything come together. Okay, that is the branding complete. I have mocked up a load of stuff, which I'm going to show you now. And like I said before, I am obsessed with this brand. The illustrations just really make it come to life and just add in that extra thing for the branding, and I am obsessed with it. So having different logo marks works really well. As you can see from when I needed the circle sticker, the submark logo fitted so nicely here, better than any of the logos. So it is really handy to make sure that you have different variations of your logo when getting your branding done. I am just so thankful that something in my mind took me towards these colours. I really think it works so well with the feminine brand, it being to do with swimwear and just adding a really bold vibe to it. It just works very, very well, and I think I have outdone myself here. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments on the whole branding. I would love to know what you think, if I took it in the right direction or if you would have done something different. So that is the whole branding complete, and you have just watched me create a whole brand from start to finish, and that is literally my process when coming up with a new branding. Obviously, once I have done this, I will put it into a brand proposal and I will write a lot of text to go with it to explain to my client why I've chosen that specific color palette, why I've chosen that typography, and just explain to them within the proposal. But this process is exactly what I do when coming up with the logo and brand. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more content. Let me know as well if you enjoyed watching me do this sort of thing and if you actually liked the outcome of this branding. I am a bit biased, but I literally love it. It's one of my favorite brands. The illustrations just tipped it for me. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel because there will be plenty more coming.